Hello everyone, very warm welcome to all of you on the YouTube platform of FT Plus. My name is Akhilesh. We are meeting here for geography preparation for UPSC and State Civil Service examination. In today's video, I would like to introduce you all with the very beautiful topic, that is what? River system of India. So Indian river drainage. The river, the water resource in India. So first let's have the understanding of the classification of this river system. There are many ways through which we can classify them for the ease of study. Like on the very basis of the origin of river, we can have broadly two category of river system. One is Himalayan river, another one is Peninsular river. Himalayan river find its origin in the loftiest of all mountain, the youngest folded mountain that we call Himalaya, from the glacier, and Himalayan river are rain fed as well as glacial fed. While Peninsular river find its origin from the central highland, western ghats as well as Madhya Bharat plateau, etc., and they are rain fed. Rain fed river, that means they are not getting water from glacier, no glacier is there. And this is the reason the Peninsular river are ephemeral. It get dried up in the summer season. Only one river in peninsular India is not going to dry, is Kaveri. Why? Because Kaveri is getting rainfall. If you see this Kaveri river, so Kaveri river is getting rainfall from southwest monsoon, that is summer monsoon, as well as winter monsoon also. So in winter season it gives rainfall to Kaveri, and hence Kaveri is what? Full of water even in summer season. Not only this, you will find that the origin place, which is Brahmagiri district of Karnataka, Brahmagiri hill of Kogat district of Karnataka is get flooded in the month of December. दिसंबर के महीने में कहीं बाढ़ आ जाए भारत में तो आपको आश्चर्य होगा कि नहीं? होना चाहिए. रीजन बीइंग कि रेनफॉल इन विंटर इज लेस, बट here you will find orographic rainfall near Brahmagiri by this northeast monsoon, that is winter monsoon, and huge amount of rainfall taking place, and that's why there is flooding. And not only flooding, this Kaveri is full of water throughout the year. So the Peninsular river is what? Ephemeral except Kaveri. While the Himalayan river, they are perennial. It get rainfall, water as well as glacial water. Again, this Himalayan river is what? Young in their life cycle. While the Peninsular river are older in their life cycle. They are in old stage of erosion. They have reached their base level. Fine. While the Himalayan river system, that include Indus river system, Ganga river system and Brahmaputra and its tributary, they are in their young stage of cycle of erosion. Fine. And this is also true that the peninsular rivers are much older than the Himalayan river system. Himalayan river system originated basically after Himalaya, except few river like Indus, Satluj और ब्रह्मपुत्र को छोड़ दें और कोसी के दो स्ट्रीम्स को छोड़ दें, तो बाकी के जो भी रिवर्स बने बच्चे वो हिमालय की ओरोजनी के बाद के हैं. हाँ, इंडस, सतलज और ब्रह्मपुत्र दे आर ओल्डर देन द ग्रेटर हिमालय. तभी तो इन्हें एंटीसीडेंट रिवर कहा जाता है. These are the antecedent river. Antecedent river are those river which are older than the orogeny of that very area. So Indus is the elder sister of Himalaya. Likewise, Satluj and Brahmaputra too. So this river continuously eroded the valley, deeper the valley, and there was upliftment going on, and these river never changed their course, and such river are called as antecedent river. But yes, if you talk about Ganga and other river system originating from greater Himalaya, so they are also antecedent with respect to middle Himalaya and Shivalik. So do remember, antecedent river is a kind of relative age, and age is with respect to orogeny and the river. सो पहले ग्रेटर हिमालय बना होगा, उसके कुछ मिलियन साल के बाद मिडिल हिमालय, उसके कुछ मिलियन साल के बाद शिवालिक की उत्पत्ति हुई होगी। तो वो जो ग्रेटर हिमालय से रिवर निकली होगी, तो क्या उसने मिडिल हिमालय को कट नहीं किया होगा, जैसे गंगा और यमुना? बिल्कुल। और शिवालिक को कट करके डीप वैली बना के दे एंटर्ड इनटू द प्लेन। सो दीज रिवर मीन्स गंगा एंड यमुना इज एंटीसीडेंट विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू मिडिल हिमालय एंड शिवालिक, याद रखिएगा इसे। फर्दर एक और क्लासिफिकेशन है बच्चे, दैट इज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ बेसिन एरिया। So there is a large river basin if the river basin area is more than 20,000 kilometer square, and such river basin are just 14 in India, and the largest river basin belongs to Ganga. Fine. Then there is a medium river basin area from 2,000 kilometer square to 20,000 kilometer square, and such river basin is also in a good number, and that is 44. And then there is small river basin less than 2,000 kilometer square, and there numerous numbers are there, which is not at all the part of our what you can say general study. But yes, those river, and then there are micro basin or smaller, even smaller rivers are there. Fine. Another classification is on the basis of east flowing river and west flowing river, or you can say where the river is going to drain its water. So there are river which is draining its water in Arabian Sea, they are west flowing river. Some of the river of Himalaya also, like Indus river system, is draining its water in Arabian Sea, while most of the Himalayan river is draining its water in Bay of Bengal, as well as most of the peninsular river are also draining towards east in the Bay of Bengal. You must have a natural question in your mind, ki sir, the things which is originating from Western Ghat, like their Nasik, Trimbakeshwar plateau, there is Godavari originating from here, then Mahabaleshwar, Krishna is originating from here, then Brahmagiri hill, Kaveri is originating from Western Ghats. Even then, it is flowing towards east. So the answer is the natural slope of peninsular India. The peninsular India developed this natural slope at the time of collision with the Eurasian plate. When India, which is having the Aravalli as a horn of India and another horn in form of Meghalaya plateau, this Gondwana block rammed with the Eurasian plate, what happened? There were many geological activity happened, and one of the geological activity is what? It tilted from west to east. And due to this tilt, you will find that the net slope developed from west to east, and that's why most of the river are east flowing river, or you can say draining into Bay of Bengal. In terms of river discharge, if you calculate the volume which is drained into Bay of Bengal, you will find 77% of drain of India is actually going in Bay of Bengal, 77%, and only 23% drains are there in Arabian Sea. So in terms of drain also we can classify. Yes, there are certain exceptions, like Narmada and Tapti, they are originating into the eastern part, or you can say in the central part of India. Even then they are flowing towards west. What is the reason behind it? The answer is Rift Valley. Narmada and Tapti both are the Rift Valley river. There is a Rift Valley created between Vindhyan and Satpura that we call Narmada Rift Valley. And then there is a Rift Valley created between Satpura and Peninsular block of India that we call Tapti Rift Valley. And Rift Valley are, you know, when the fault created and downward movement happened, there is a block mountain formation and there is a depression created, and this depression is what called as Rift Valley. And this Rift Valley is much deeper from the slope, or you can say from the general what you can say elevation, isn't it, which is what peninsular India. So आप देखोगे slope यहाँ reverse हो जाता है Rift Valley के कारण, and that's why Narmada and Tapti, originating almost in the central India, is moving towards west and draining into Gulf of Cambay, making huge estuary over there. Fine. So let's begin the class and having some understanding of river system and what are the tributaries and all. आप उससे परेशान होते हो, एंड ये एग्ज़ाम के लिए भी इम्पॉर्टेंट है. एंड वी विल लर्न the entire information in this video, and we'll start with the Himalayan river system. And the first river we are going to take is Indus. So let me show you the Indus. Indus. In this particular note, you will find the left bank and right bank tributary, which eventually will be the part of the discussion. And there is a listing also. You can use it for memorizing it. There is map also. You can trace it over there. और आपके एटलस पे ये बन जाना चाहिए इस वीडियो के देखने के बाद. ठीक है. And you also find some hydroelectric project over there. So let's begin with first one is Indus river system. So Indus is one of the largest river of the world, originating from Himalaya. Okay, not Himalaya, originating from Kailash range. So if you see Kailash range, which is on Tibetan plateau, that is what Tibetan Himalaya also, there is a glacier, Bokhor Chu glacier. So Indus river is originating from Bokhor Chu glacier, and then it start moving towards north and west through Indus Sangpo suture zone. So you will find this greater Himalaya northern slope, and this is what the Tibetan plateau. So geological boundary between greater Himalaya and Tibetan plateau is called as Indus Sangpo suture zone. So Indus river start flowing through this Indus Sangpo suture zone, and along the Himalaya, parallel with Himalaya, it reached to the Nanga Parvat near Gilgit. That is what the extreme northern point of greater Himalaya, and it cuts a deep gorge over there. And this gorge is almost 5200 meter deep, and it takes a sharp southward turn and enters into Pakistan, draining into Pakistan, ultimately drain all its water in Arabian Sea. So this is the story of Indus river. And if you see the Indus river, you will find there are right bank tributary and left bank tributary. So when you decide which is going to be right bank and which is going to be left bank, you need to walk along with river, and river will convince कि your right hand is my right hand, your left hand is my left hand. Fine. So river के डायरेक्शन में मूव करिए, आपका दाहिना हाथ रिवर का दाहिना हाथ, आपका बायां हाथ रिवर का बायां हाथ होगा. अब यहाँ क्या होता है बच्चे, you will find so many small tributaries which is right bank tributary of Indus, like Shyok, Nubra, there is Gusting, Khurram, Tochi, गोमल, संगर, ये सारे जो हैं बच्चे क्या हैं, राइट बैंक ट्रिब्यूटरी हैं. ठीक है. काबुल, इट्स ऑल्सो द राइट बैंक ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ इंडस. But two rivers are very important for your examination perspective as well as being a citizen of India, and that is what Nubra and Shyok. So Nubra and Shyok is also called as a gateway to Siachen, because you can reach Siachen just through Nubra Valley and Shyok Valley. After crossing the Khardungla Pass, which is situated in Ladakh range, you will reach to Shyok Valley as well as Nubra Valley. And any supply, whether it is arms and ammunition or food supply to our Jawans who are posted in Siachen, the highest battlefield of the world, the largest glacier outside the polar region, our strategic point of India, a tri-junction of India between China, Pakistan and India, and since 1984 we have established our troop over there. Our young recruits are securing our border, and for them we have to supply arms, ammunition and food. And to reach there we have the only way, and that is what Nubra and Shyok Valley. So Nubra and Shyok Valley is a way which can lead us to the Siachen base camp. Fine. That's why these two rivers are important. Then another right bank tributary is important is Kabul, which is coming from Afghanistan. Otherwise, there are small tributaries, Gilgit, Hunja, Shigar, Gusting, Khurram, Gomal, Tochi. अगर आप याद कर सकते हैं तो याद कर लीजिए, नहीं तो इन तीन रिवर को ज़रूर ध्यान में रखिएगा. दैट इज़ व्हाट राइट बैंक ट्रिब्यूटरी. And when we talk about left bank tributary, you will find a small tributary through Dras and Jaskar. Okay, these are the small left bank tributary. Apart from it, the important tributaries are Panchanad, that is what Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Byas and Satluj. Although only the Chenab is the major river which is going to be part of means Indus. It is the main tributary. Otherwise, other tributaries are secondary tributary. Let me explain it how. So, you will find that there is a Chenab and Chelab taking the water of Jhelum, taking the water of Ravi, and Satluj taking the water of Byas, meeting near Mithankot. And from here, it becomes Panchanad. And this Panchanad draining its water in Indus. Fine. So, you see that Satluj, Byas, Ravi as well as Jhelum is not directly connected with Indus, rather it is connected through Chenab. So, how this connectivity is made, let me explain. There is some more map of Indus river. Let me check whether it is, yes. This beautiful map is showing the Indus river system. Fine. So, we are talking about Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Byas and Satluj. So, out of these, Jhelum is the tributary of Chenab. Jhelum originates from the Pir Panjal range. Pir Panjal range, there is Sheshnag lake. And from Sheshnag lake, one stream, one spring is coming out which is called as Verinag spring. From here the Jhelum originates and it runs towards north, west and it meanders in this area. There is a meandering in Jhelum in the Jammu and Kashmir. So you will say, sir, in hilly area, the river is showing old stage topography. Why? Answer is, in this valley of Kashmir, you will find there is Kareva deposition. That is what moraine deposition brought by the glacier, which we call Kareva, and this Kareva is famous for saffron cultivation. When Jhelum enters in this Kareva formation, because of the gentle slope, it meanders. It cut the meander and go for meandering. Further, the meandering is substantiated by the topography, intrinsic topography of that very area. In that area, the folding is in that way that Jhelum has to meander. And this is the main reason why Jhelum is meandering in Jammu and Kashmir. It meanders, it flows through the Vular lake and then it enters into Pakistan, that Pak occupied Kashmir, and in Pakistan near Jhang it drains into the Chenab river. On the Jhelum you will find two important hydro power projects, that is Uri and another one is Tulbul. Uri and Tulbul. Tulbul is actually not exactly on Jhelum. There is a Kishan Ganga river which is the tributary of Jhelum over which Tulbul is situated, and the Uri is there. So Uri and Tulbul, our Kishan Ganga project is situated over there. So do remember this. The old name of Jhelum is Vitasta. पुराना नाम इसका वितस्ता है. झेलम के बाद बच्चे आती है चेनाब. Chenab is the largest tributary of Indus. There is a dispute between Chenab and Satluj. If you see the length of Satluj is much higher than the Chenab. So there is a dispute ki which one is going to be the largest tributary. What should be the name of the Panchanad, whether it is Chenab or it should be Satluj. So this dispute arised ki let's zero in, let's find out which tributary is the largest one. So it is not mentioned in your books. It is mentioned in Indus Water Treaty document, where it has been written that the Chenab is containing almost 1.5 times more volume of water than Satluj near Mithankot. And that's why Chenab is the largest tributary. Largest, why? Because it is taking the water of Jhelum, taking the water of Ravi and drains it into Indus. While Satluj being the longest in length, but it has lower volume. And lower volume because it has its own water as well as water of Byas. That's why the largest tributary is Chenab, but the longest tributary is Satluj. So this should be clear in your mind which one is largest tributary. So Chenab is the largest tributary, and when Satluj and Chenab meets near Mithankot, you will find it become Panchanad. So what should be the name of the Panchanad? It should be Chenab or Satluj. So it is always a tradition that the greater stream or voluminous greater streams are going to retain their name. For example, Ganga and Yamuna. In Prayagraj, if you see Ganga and Yamuna, Yamuna instantaneously, if you go for depth, what you can say, measurement of depth, you will find Yamuna is much deeper. But Ganga is much voluminous. That's why after Prayagraj, the name Ganga retained, because it is going to be voluminous river. Fine. So this is the reason and conditions which is what? Dealing with the tributaries as well as master channel. Indeed, Indus is the master channel, but the largest tributary is Chenab and longest tributary is Satluj. Let's come to the Chenab. Chenab originates from Bada Lachala Pass in form of two streams. There is Chandra and Bhaga. And this Chandra and Bhaga come into the Kullu hill, and where it meets, there is a confluence at Tondi in Kelang district, and from here it becomes Chandrabhaga or Chenab. Chenab cuts the Shivalik and enter into Punjab plain, and then Punjab plain of what? Pakistan, and crossing this Jammu and entering into Pakistan, where it takes the water of Jhelum and Ravi. And after that it will reach further near Mithankot, it takes the water of Satluj and then drains into Indus River. On Chenab, we have hydro power projects like Salal, Baglihar, Dulhasti and Ratle. These are the hydroelectric project on Chenab. Fine. The old name of Chenab is Askini. So do remember the Chenab. Then there is another river, Ravi. Ravi, if you see the origin point, origin is near west to Rohtang Pass. Rohtang Pass is in Himachal, Himalaya. So this Rohtang Pass, from here your Ravi river is originating and it starts flowing towards west and making the border of Indian Punjab state and the Punjab state of Pakistan. That's why Ravi is running parallel to Punjab. Fine. So it makes the border of Punjab. Okay. And then enters into Chenab. On Ravi river also there is a dam, well known dam, that is called as Ranjit Sagar Dam or Theen Dam project, which is situated on Ravi river. Next one is Vyas. If you see the origin point of Vyas, it is again east to Rohtang Pass. Almost very close, what you can say, vicinity from the origin of Ravi. There is a Vyas Kund, east part of Rohtang, from where you will find the Vyas river is originating, and it is cutting the Shivalik, entering into Punjab plain, and ultimately there is a confluence of Vyas and Satluj in the Punjab of India near Harike, और हरीके के पास एक बड़ा सा बैराज बनाया गया है. It is one of the longest barrage of the world, Harike barrage. And this Harike barrage is not merely a barrage, it is also the Ramsar convention site. Okay, and not only this, there are many canals originating from it and making this area one of the most irrigated area of the India. More than 70% irrigation intensity you will find in this area, the Punjab plain of India, and that's why it became the hinterland of green revolution. Lot of canal irrigation as well as tubewell irrigation also, but canal बहुत सारे हैं, और एक canal है यहाँ से निकलती हैं बच्चे, इंदिरा गांधी canal, that is also called as Ganga canal. Origin means it is taken from Harike barrage to Sri Ganganagar, the district of Rajasthan. This canal was created by Maharaja Ganga Singh of Sri Ganganagar district, and it was renamed as Indira Gandhi Canal in latter. But this Indira Gandhi Canal is fetching lot of water, and due to the command area development of this canal system, now Sri Ganganagar become the wheat bowl of Rajasthan. So you can see the human endeavor is changing the earth's surface and changing in positive way. So this is beautiful example of what human endeavor shaping the earth's surface, where you will find the Jaisalmer, Ganganagar, these are the driest district of India. And now this Ganganagar is going to be the wheat bowl of India. That is something commendable, and it is because of command area development. Then there is Satluj. Again, it is originating from Rakshastal. Rakshastal is in Tibetan Himalaya near Kailash Mansarovar, and from here it again flow towards north and northwest, cutting the greater Himalaya, entering into India, then cutting middle Himalaya and Shivalik, entering into Punjab plain near Ludhiana, and then it meets with Vyas and it forms what you can say Harike barrage confluence, and then become the part of what you can say Punjab ka border bhi banate hue it enters into Pakistan and meets with Chenab, draining its water in Chenab, and they collectively called as Panchnad, and this Panchnad become the part of Indus. On Satluj in India you find so many important hydroelectric project like Bhakhra Nagal Dam project, like Nathwa Jhakri project. Apart from it you will find Sarhind Dam and Kol Dam. The old name of Satluj is what? Satadru. So do remember this Satadru. Byas has an old name which you will never forget, and that is what? Bipasha. I hope so कि आप भूलेंगे नहीं, है ना? नाम कैसे भूल सकते हैं? Bipasha. Next one is Ganga River system. Let's come to the Ganga River system. And this Ganga River system is what? The largest river basin in India, and this is what the map is showing, the Ganga River system. Largest river basin of India, lifeline of India, and lifeline of this North India plain, the upper Ganga plain, middle Ganga plain and lower Ganga plain. Where it originates in what you can say Himalaya, and it's not a simple stream, there are many streams which is going to make it Ganga. So let me explain those prayags to you, because in your West Bengal PCS examination they are asking so many questions on prayag. So what are those prayags? So mainly two streams are there, one is Bhagirathi and another one is Alaknanda, and these rivers are making confluence near Devaprayag, and from Devaprayag we call it Ganga. And then Ganga originate from Devaprayag, means origin is what? The Gangotri glacier, and this Alaknanda meeting over there here, this Devaprayag. From Devaprayag we call it Ganga, and it again moving parallel with Yamuna. Yamuna is coming from Yamunotri, and ultimately there is a confluence, the great confluence or confluence of king, which is called as Prayag Raj near Allahabad. Fine. So Allahabad is a city which is situated on the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna. संगम शहर कहते हैं उसे, और यहीं पे बना है प्रयागराज, the king of all Prayag. Before that you will find so many other Prayag, like there is Vishnu Prayag where Alaknanda and Dhauli Ganga meets. Then there is Nand Prayag where Alaknanda and Nandakini meets. Then there is Karna Prayag where Alaknanda and Pindar Ganga meets. And there is Rudra Prayag where Mandakini. Do remember Nandakini and Mandakini. Here Mandakini meets with Alaknanda. So these are Pancha Prayag in Uttarakhand. Then there is Prayag Raj. Let's come to the river Ganga. The master channel is Ganga, and it is originating, means start point is what? Devaprayag, and then it enters in the Uttarakhand plain, and then it move towards east. Moving towards east, it is running into, flowing through Uttar Pradesh, then crossing Uttar Pradesh, enter into Bihar, and a slight part of Jharkhand, that Sahibganj district, is also having a drain of Ganga. So the Ganga is flowing through Jharkhand also. Please remember this area, small area of Jharkhand. Then it enters in West Bengal, reaching to Farakka. Near Farakka, it divide into two streams. One is going to be called as Hooghly, another one is Ganga that continues to be there in Bangladesh. And this Ganga is finding the water of Jamuna. Jamuna is nothing but the Brahmaputra taking the water of Tista become Jamuna. And Ganga and Jamuna again meets in Gwalundo. From here, Gwalundo is in Bangladesh. From here it becomes Padma. And Padma takes the water of Meghna, which is coming from northeast, and it becomes Meghna again. And Meghna is going to make the delta of Sundarban. And here Hooghly is also forming the delta of Sundarban. So the huge delta of Sundarban is going to be part of this map, and that is the largest delta created by the river. That is what Sundarban delta are also called as Ganga Brahmaputra delta. Fine. Let's come to the tributaries of Ganga. Again, Ganga is going to have tributary, and same the left bank tributary and right bank tributary. In the left bank tributary, the first tributary you will find Ram Ganga, which is draining its water near Kannauj. Ram Ganga is the first tributary, first left bank tributary. Then there is a Gomti. Gomti river is coming from Gomti Tal, and it is draining in Ganga east to Varanasi. Okay. Then there is Ghaghra river, and that is draining in Ganga in Chhapra. Then there is another river, that is Gandak, Kosi and Mahananda. Mahananda is the last left bank tributary that is draining just near Farakka. Fine. Out of these rivers, Kosi and Gandak is notorious. It is notorious in terms of changing the course of the river. Fine. And giving flood to the north of Bihar, Northern Bihar, north of Bihar nahi, Northern Bihar. Out of this, Kosi is the largest tributary of Ganga. आपके मन में होगा कि सर यमुना, Yamuna is the longest tributary and second largest tributary of Ganga. ठीक है, in terms of voluminous discharge, Kosi has 7 streams, and that's why it has huge volume of water that drains over here. Okay, fine. So you will find this Ram Ganga near Kannauj, then Gomti, then Ghaghra, then Gandak, Kosi, Mahananda. Okay, let me tell you this Ghaghra river. It's important because one of the stream is even important, and you should know. So this Ghaghra is, especially this Ghaghra river, and the drain of Kali or Sharda is there. Okay, the Kali river is making the boundary of Nepal, and then it meets with Ghaghra, and then Ghaghra in near Lucknow, Faizabad, it get divided into numerous streams. One of the stream is flowing through Ayodhya. Okay, that is called as Saryu. So Saryu is what? A stream of Ghaghra, and further it makes Ghaghra, and Ghaghra drains into Ganga. So do remember where is the Saryu river. And then come to the Yamuna. Yamuna is the longest tributary of Ganga, and meeting at where? Meeting at Prayagraj. And then there are important tributaries that drains into Yamuna from peninsular India is Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Kain. There is small tributary like Tamsa is also there. Okay, that is the tributary of Yamuna. And there are tributary of Yamuna, and Yamuna has also means a tributary of Yamuna is also having tributary. So Ganga has primary tributary Yamuna. Yamuna has primary tributary, that is Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Kain, Tamsa. Okay, so Chambal is the secondary tributary of Ganga. Yaad rakhiyega. And then you will find Banas river is also draining in Chambal. You will find Parvati and Kali Sindh river is also draining into Chambal. So Parvati, Kali Sindh and Banas, these are the primary tributary for Chambal, secondary tributary for Yamuna, isn't it? And tertiary tributary for Ganga, है ना? तो गंगा की ट्रिब्यूटरी है लेकिन टर्शरी है, क्योंकि उसके प्राइमरी ट्रिब्यूटरी की ट्रिब्यूटरी की ट्रिब्यूटरी है. तो आप समझते रहिएगा रिश्ता क्या कहलाता है, ध्यान दीजिएगा, मैंने बता दिया आपको. एंड देन यू विल फाइंड देयर इज अनदर रिवर सोन कमिंग फ्रॉम अमरकंटक प्लेटू एंड ड्रेनिंग इनटू गंगा नियर सोनपुर विच इज़ क्लोज टू पटना. फाइन, आरा जगह है जहाँ पे आपको ये ड्रेन मिलेगा. इसके बाद बच्चे फरक्का से एक गंगा चली गई जिसकी कहानी मैं बता चुका हूँ। हुगली की एक सहायक नदी है दामोदर, और दामोदर को पहले कहा जाता था सॉरो ऑफ बंगाल। क्यों कहा जाता था इसका भी मतलब ये भी अपने चेंज ऑफ कोर्स के लिए जानी जाती थी। सो इन 1953 दामोदर वैली कॉर्पोरेशन, द मल्टी-पर्पज प्रोजेक्ट ऑन दामोदर was started, and there were 4 dams developed. One is Tilaiya, Maithan, Panchet and Konar, and since then we have dammed this Damodar, and Damodar is now boon for Bengal. So this is what Ganga river system. Another one is Brahmaputra river system. You will find this Brahmaputra which is originating from again near this Tibetan Himalaya, and that is what Chema Yumdum glacier. From here this Brahmaputra is called as Yarlung Jangbo or Yulu Jangbo in Mandarin language, while Sangpo, T-S-A-N-G-P-O, Sangpo in Tibetan language. And this Brahmaputra draining towards east, making a deep gorge near Namcha Barwa and enters into Arunachal Pradesh with a name Sishang or Dihang. Sishang or Dishang or Dihang, these are the name. And then it finds the water of Lohit and Dibang, and it becomes Brahmaputra. And from here it becomes Brahmaputra, and it start draining towards west, making the Assam Valley as well as Assam plain, or we call it Brahmaputra plain, taking the water of Budi Dihing, Kelang and Subansiri. Then there is Dhansiri also, then there is Manas, Sankosh and Tista. This is the tributary of Brahmaputra, and ultimately it becomes Jamuna that meets with Ganga and drains into Meghna, and then it forms delta. So this is the story of Himalayan river system. Let's come to the Peninsular River system, and the Peninsular River, the first river is Mahanadi, and Mahanadi originates from Sihawa Plateau. Sihawa Plateau is in Chhattisgarh near Raipur. So in this map you will find Mahanadi, Sihawa Plateau, and from here it is originating and moving towards east, moving through Chhattisgarh to Odisha, and ultimately drains into Bay of Bengal by making a huge delta. And one of the what you can say distributary is also giving water to Chilka Lake. It is not directly feeding the Chilka Lake. Fine. If you see the tributaries like Ib, Mand, Hasdev, Shivnath, these are the left bank tributary of Mahanadi, and the right bank tributaries are Jonk, Ong and Tel. Okay, and you will find Hirakud Dam on Mahanadi, and that is what the hydroelectric project over there. Apart from it, this delta region is also having the national waterway number 5. So there is national waterway number 5, and this is also the part of national river linking project. We are going to divert the water of Farakka into Suvarnarekha, to Suvarnarekha to Mahanadi, and from Mahanadi to Godavari, to Krishna, to Kaveri. So this is the link which has been identified. We will discuss in the class in detail all those 16 peninsular link and 14 what you can say North India link. Next one is Godavari, that is also called as Ganga of Dakshin or Dakshin Ganga, and origin point is Trambakeshwar Plateau in Nasik Western Ghat. From here it start draining towards east and going to run almost for 1465 kilometer and making a huge delta near this Andhra Pradesh coast. Let me open Godavari also. So Godavari, this is what Godavari. So this Godavari running through Maharashtra, Telangana and then Andhra Pradesh, making a huge delta over here. Okay, and there are tributaries of Godavari like Purna, Vardha, Kadam, Sindhukana, we have Maner, Pravar, then we have Vena Ganga, Penu Ganga, Pranahita and Manjara. These are the tributary of Godavari. Then we have beautiful, what you can say, waterfall in upper Godavari region and making a delta, huge delta near Rajmandri. And this delta of Godavari and delta of Krishna, both are going to be called as collectively Krishna Godavari delta. and it is what one of the most fertile stretch in India. And this is the reason why it was chosen as a hinterland of green revolution for rice cultivation. So if you see, this area is having lot of canal development and irrigation potential is good. That's why as well as the farmers are rich, they have large land holding. So all these are the facilitate the green revolution over here. Next one is Krishna River. Again, it is originating from Sahyadri, that is what Western Ghat in Maharashtra, Mahabaleshwar, and running almost, if you see the kilometer, 1401 kilometer towards east. This is what Krishna, and draining into Bay of Bengal after making Krishna Delta. You will find tributaries like Tungabhadra, Bhima. Bhima is the largest tributary of Krishna. So this Bhima, you will find Tungabhadra, you will find Koyana, Panchganga, Malprabha, Ghatprabha and Musi. These are the tributary of Krishna River, and you will find so many, what you can say, projects like Prakasham Dam is there. There is dam near Vijayawada, and you will find lot of irrigation project which is from Krishna River in the Krishna Godavari area. Fine, and the next is Kaveri. So if you see Kaveri, Kaveri is coming from Brahmagiri hill, and this is Upper Kaveri and Lower Kaveri. So you will find so many tributaries of Kaveri which is given in your notes, and they are Harangi, Hemwati, Noil, then there is Lakshman Tirth, Simsa, Kabini, Bhavani and Amravati. These are the tributary of Kaveri, and on Kaveri you will find Mettur Dam, then you find Koli Dam, you will find Krishnaraj Sagar Dam over there, and again making Kaveri Delta. And this Kaveri Delta is called as Garden of South India, very fertile region, Kaveri Delta. Let's come to the west flowing river, and among west flowing river we have two important river, that is Narmada and Tapti. Narmada and Tapti. This Narmada is originating from Amarkantak and flowing through Rift Valley and draining into Arabian Sea. So it is flowing through Rift Valley, so that's why it is flowing towards west and draining into Arabian Sea by making a 27 kilometer wide estuary. Why I am emphasizing this 27 kilometer? Because these are the entry point for southwest monsoon and giving rainfall to India. Not only Narmada, but there is Tapti also making huge estuary. Then we have Mahi, Sabarmati. These are the entry point of the southwest monsoon. If these rivers were not there, or their estuaries are not there, or they have cut this huge estuaries, so certainly southwest monsoon is not going to give rainfall to Jammu Kashmir, to Himachal Pradesh, to Uttarakhand, as well as Punjab, Haryana plain. That is what I see, because this area is having covered by Gir, Girnar range, then Western Ghats. So यही point बचता है जहाँ से entry मिल सके, नहीं तो सारा का सारा पानी जैसे वेस्टर्न घाट के वेस्ट पे ढेर सारा रेनफॉल होता है और ईस्टर्न स्लोप रेन शेडो जोन होता है, ये एरिया भी रेन शेडो जोन ही होता. तो थैंक्स टू ऑल दीज रिवर दैट हैव मेड द एस्चुरी, एंड एमंग दैट नर्मदा एंड ताप्ती आर इम्पॉर्टेंट. फाइन. So if you see this Narmada river, it is originating from what you can say, this Amarkantak plateau, and you will find Narmada Valley multi-purpose project where the Indra Sagar project is there, Maheshwar Dam, Omkareshwar Dam were created. Then you will find Sardar Sarovar in the latter, means near the Gujarat, you will find Sardar Sarovar Dam also, जहाँ पे स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी भी है. इसके बाद है बच्चे तापी, जो कि मध्य प्रदेश Betul district. There is a Multai highland from where it is originating, and it also run into the Rift Valley parallel to the Satpura hills and draining in Bay of Bengal near सूरत. तो सूरत के पास एक अच्छा खासा एस्चुरी बना के ये भी ड्रेन करती है ताप्ती. और ताप्ती पे उकई, नॉट उरी, याद रखना, उकई हाइड्रो पावर प्रोजेक्ट है, काकरापार हाइड्रो पावर प्रोजेक्ट है. सो उकई एंड काकरापार हाइड्रो पावर प्रोजेक्ट इज सिचुएटेड ऑन ताप्ती. काकरापार इज ऑल्सो द न्यूक्लियर पावर प्लांट. सो याद रखिएगा, काकरापार इज द न्यूक्लियर पावर प्लांट ऑफ गुजरात. So these are some important river which is important in India. And there is one more important river, special है इसलिए बता दे रहा हूँ, नाम है उसका लूनी. ओरिजिन होती है अरावली से बच्चे. अरावली से दो धाराएं निकलती हैं नियर पुष्कर लेक. एक का नाम है साबरमती और दूसरे का नाम है सरस्वती. दिस साबरमती इज़ नॉट द साबरमती ऑफ गुजरात ना, वो ध्यान रखिएगा. वो भी अरावली से निकलती है लेकिन आबू हिल के पास से. एंड दिस साबरमती इज़ कमिंग फ्रॉम अजमेर. सो अजमेर वाली साबरमती और सरस्वती, और ये सरस्वती वो वाली नहीं है जो घग्गर है हरियाणा की, याद रखिएगा. सो दिस सरस्वती एंड साबरमती, दीज आर द फाइन स्मॉल स्ट्रीम्स एंड दे meet near Govindgarh. Govindgarh is a place in Rajasthan, and from here Govindgarh it become Luni, and Luni flow towards west and ultimately vanishes in run of Kutch. तो ये रिवर क्या बनाती है बच्चे, इनलैंड ड्रेनेज बनाती है, कभी समंदर तक नहीं पहुंच पाती. लेकिन इसे एक तमगा हासिल है, वो ये कि इट इज़ द लार्जेस्ट रिवर बेसिन ऑफ राजस्थान. सो इट्स लाइफ लाइन ऑफ दैट वेरी एरिया, Luni. So Luni is important. Apart from it, two other river is important, and that is what Mahi and Sabarmati. Again, Sabarmati coming from Aravali hill, that is you can see this Aravali over here. So Sabarmati will come. There is Aravali, and from here there is a Sabarmati, and it flow towards south, making a estuary in the Gulf of Cambay. And there is Vindhyan Parvat, Vindhyan range. From here Mahi is coming over here, and Mahi cuts the Tropic of Cancer twice, and this comes and drain over Gulf of Cambay. These two rivers are also important, and this is the important river which I have discussed in front of you. Thank you very much.